Prayer for the ops. Swag team featuring Take Note, Jody, Benji, Flawless. Big up my swag team for real.
Let's fucking go, baby. Let's get it. Yeah. Mach 11, dead him. Send a nigga back to heaven. Just to go and meet his brethren. You can tell the Lord that I sent him. Say it. Aiming. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. Mach 11, dead him. Send a nigga back to heaven. Just to go and meet his brethren. You can tell the Lord that I sent him. Say it. Aiming. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11.
That shorty bad, gorgeous. Diamonds impeccable, flawless. New age plug cordless. Roll with some killers, flawless. I take a nap and I send them to hell. Pour on one out for them others as well. Swag team and take no. Jane talking about shells. I pull up on the scene and I'm bringing the crowd. They just think it's a dream. Ain't no bitches allowed. The way that I spit is a nightmare. They take for all of these babies, it's not fair. I'm the best of the crying in hot chairs, sending them straight back to heaven with slide prayers. Painting footprints on doors, night cares. Trying to get out of clubs, it's a nightmare. Send them straight back to heaven with slide prayers. Painting footprints on doors, it's a nightmare. Yo, painting footprints on doors, it's a nightmare.
Mach 11, dead him. Send a nigga back to heaven. Just to go and meet his brethren. You can tell the Lord that I sent him. Say it. Aiming. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. Mach 11, dead him. Just to go and meet his brethren. You can tell the Lord that I sent him. Say it. Aiming. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11.
Cooking the method electrically, naturally came with the remedy. My flow be heavenly, like I got bands on me, travel the galaxy. Body blows, now they just dropping like dominoes. Slip up the decimal, came with the cooking flow. Yeah, they know. Calls on the cellular, always been popular, never been regular. Came off the dome, fly up to Rome, still on the phone, yo with the jugular. Settle your temperature, lost in the nebula. Catch us in two like the molecule. Checking my DNA, darker than liquor. Drop on my enemies like my name Hercules. Speaking to Petrovic, shooting the messenger. Drinking the pain away, talk to your brain like it's Morpheus. Sipping Courvoisier, came with the duffel bag. TBE, package is bookie, swimming jacuzzis. Now they just bougie, beauty. Red like a ruby, trying to deal me.
Mach 11, dead him. Send a nigga back to heaven. Just to go and meet his brethren. You can tell the Lord that I sent him. Say it. Aiming. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. Mach 11. Dead him. Just to go and meet his brethren. You can tell the Lord that I sent him. Say it. Aiming. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11. We're blowing now 9/11.
Praying for the ops that ain't worth my time. You in the streets earning stripes, putting bags on peeps, not working like I'm God like on track in his church is mine. My sermon's fire. Yeah, break bread and serve some wine. Don't let no ups just lurk inside. No more pitch drinking, curling vibes. Wizard with the pen, I'm learning life. My face is divine. Words is fire in perfect time. Nurtured right. Them man there be learning lines, rehearsing lines. Trust me, far from certified. Active while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that young guy on Merseyside. Yes, people, welcome back to another edition of the ManDem United podcast, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I'm joined by my West Coast brother Eddie in the building as well. And that track there you heard before the show started, Prayer for the Ops, Swag Team Jody featuring J North, Benji, and myself is out right now. Official video out right now on the Swag Team Empire YouTube, people. Swag Team Empire. Type that in and it'll be out on all streaming platforms the 8th of August. 8th of August, so 4 days away from now. But like I said, we're here, the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United, people. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester United related. And we'll go to my West Coast brother, of course. Eddie, what are you telling me? You good, family? What are you saying?
Good out here bobbing in the back to my dog spin some heat, you know,
Let's go.
my guy versatile, man. Fuck
Let's
that
go.
dude. You said fraud, I get you fuck the bum for versatile. You keep it kosher. I'm gonna keep it all the way raunchy. You did.
That's true.
So,
That is true. That is true.
That's for the bar placement, you got to use them certain cases. I fuck with you for that, though. I always do.
Nah, love, man. Love, Eddie. Much, much, much. I appreciate it as always. And whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. We were supposed to go live earlier, and this show has been moved forward to 5 p.m. But technology was playing against me today, people. So that's why we're here at 5:30. But yes, going forward throughout the entire season, 5 p.m., the Thursday edition of the ManDem United podcast will be on. Big up Lego as well, who says now Man United need to get this Sesko guy as soon as possible. We're going to get into all of that. Sa said that's my guy Benji. Yeah, man, Benji's my G right there. Daniel says dancing in my room, what a banger, still much appreciated. Let it go says but like Eddie and Mr. Take Note, big up to you. But yeah, people, as you can see from the title, I was just actually going to title this video before I seen the news today. How prepared are Manchester United for the new season? Well, obviously, with Martial getting injured, I had to include that in the title. So, Anthony Martial injured. How prepared are Manchester United for the new season as well? So, we'll go to you, Eddie, on the bad news. Proper kick in the teeth. Like with Martial, the news I heard of him getting injured. And it's a minor hamstring, but it's just such a setback. And I'm going to give my thoughts on it, but your thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, as a original board member of Martial FC, we put the flags at half staff today, man. We put the flags at half staff. Got the black on because it's a tough day. Mm-hmm. It's a tough day. We was, like you said, we was praying for the ops. We used to wait for times like this. Tony out here chipping, Allison getting goal after goal after goal. And then I wake up, I'm like, oh, it's ManDem United Day. Let's get straight to it. I mean, I'm enjoying myself. And the IG let me know. Let me know. Now, are we prepared? Come on, man.
Are we prepared, Eddie? Are we prepared for the
Why
new
are you going to ask that question? Why
you
know exactly what I'm going to say. Hell no. And it's tough. We not, because, brother, we ain't got the facilities to bounce back when you bringing off a Langa. Like, I mean, okay, here's what I'll say, though. Here's my only.
Go.
And again, I'm back in ETH. I'm here for the long haul. It's the first game. I'm not getting too gassed or too what's the word I'm looking for? Too down off the result. If we lose, though, it's a different story. But if it's a draw or win, I'm cool. I don't care. I need a Langa in that false nine, bro.
You say the line because I was gonna get to the alternatives because we do have alternatives in the false nine, depending on because you got Ericsson who can play false nine. You've got Donny can play false nine as well. Diallo did play false nine. They're three good options. So we're gonna see. Sorry to cut you off. We are gonna see what Ten Hag is made of already in regards to what do you do now. What do you do now with no striker? Do you play a Rashford up top or do you go with the false nine? These are all the interesting things. You know what I'm saying? That and all the questions we want answers to. So we're gonna find out. The our front three is now going to be very interesting to see how Ten Hag deals with this. Considering he's got 2 days now to sort this out because we don't play till Sunday. No, 2 days, 3 days because it's only Thursday. So he's got today, he's got Friday, he's got Saturday, and then Sunday you can decide exactly what you want to do. So it's going to be very interesting. But go on, carry on. Friend.
Yeah, it's like I'm a ride with my dog. Like I've seen enough like good progressive football through preseason, and preseason just kind of gives you, the teaser trailer. What is your team looking to accomplish every time they step on that pitch? And that's the thing for mature Manchester United fans, not emotional as soy boys. I'm talking about run out the window because we went 4-0 against Liverpool.
Yeah.
It was dope to see because we just needed to see that kind of scoreline. You did. Not that it meant anything, but the fact that, hey, hold four. That's dope. But when it comes down to it, it's like we still have players who, when the shit gets warm, you cannot trust in that starting 11. So that's why I'm pushing for a mod in the false nine. Fuck it. Maybe even a Ericsson to start because he has at least some experience being in games. The center back pairing is another completely different discussion, but I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see Luke Shaw in the stands, at the concession stand, in the parking lot, on MUTV giving updates on how he feels. I don't want to see him. It's Malacia, and it's Malacia going forward. We get another left back to back him up. Luke Shaw got to go to fucking got to go join Jez in Stuttgart, like I say all the time. Go play over there, bro. Go play in the Bundesliga. Go. You can have all the Frankfurts or whatever the hell.
Hold that, just hold that. You know what I'm saying? Go on, Gary.
Don't be coming up to this Manchester United rebuild with your Call of Duty foolishness. I don't need that. So we're not prepared, but I would have said we weren't prepared even if we were going in with Martial healthy. That's the crazy part. I don't think we're like from a team, like from a roster build, we still need two more, at least the two that we've been targeting coming in. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think we've known this. Like, me and you have spoken on this in depth many times in regards to, I've said whether Ronaldo stays or not, we still need another striker. People forget Cavani left. Mm-hmm. So that means we was a striker down. Forget about Cavani's quality and whether you rate him or not. If Cavani was here, he would be starting on the weekend.
Right.
If Cavani was here, had played preseason, he would be the guy who was starting because Martial is now injured. So this is why it's so important about signing strikers. And this has been, and people have mentioned it in the comments already, this is my biggest problem with Martial. It's not a talent thing. I've said this already, it's his ability to get onto the pitch. Right. It's the same issue I have with Varane, but Varane's only had one season here. This is a problem for Martial. Availability is an ability. No matter how, you can be the best footballer in the world, but if you can't play matches, what use are you to? I'm saying it's like having the best car in the world with the best engine. You know what I'm saying? The best interior. It's got AC. You know what I'm saying? It's got TVs. The trunk, you can fit whatever you want to fit, but it's got one wheel missing. What use is it if you can't drive it? You know what I'm saying? And that, like, that's literally what the problem is. And don't worry, man, we're gonna get to all the comments. And I've said this, man, like, that's been my biggest issue with Martial. And I was hoping this was the season for him to, what's the word I'm looking for? Break free of this injury record thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's a minor setback, but it's still a setback. It's just a kick in the teeth because it's the opening day. And he was going to play. We're playing Brighton. He was playing well. There was a feel-good factor, and there's still a feel-good factor as well. You know what I'm saying? And there's still a feel-good factor. But it's just a kick in the teeth, man. You know what I'm saying? And that it really is. When I seen it, it was just like, man, why Tony? All right, let me get through some of the comments as well, because you lot have got a lot to say. As always, give it to Mike. He says, the incompetence of this club in preparing for these circumstances by doing rational and quick transfer business, and to think some top Reds thought it would all change when Woody left town. Yeah, man, we all know where United is short.
We had United season. Shout out, give it to Mikey. My guy, hope you've been well, brother.
PSA and hold that. What's he saying? You saying you man are down to like 15 players. He says, hold that though. Alanga, Rashford, Sancho. Hey, that's still better than your front three. You know what I'm saying? You man got Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, and Ziyech. You know what I'm saying? And that you can't be talking. No, our attack's still better than yours. Martial or no Martial. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You got Michy Batshuayi on your books. I'm not hearing anything from you. You know what I'm saying?
Own goals next game. Like I said, 2-0 own goal. That's what y'all finna get. That's your storyline is own goals, bro. Don't play with us like that.
You got Timo Werner and Kai Havertz in your front three. Sesko is a must now, and the Jong saga is really annoying me to the core. Said safe. Sesko was a must anyway. I've said this. We needed another striker. The same way we need a right winger. The same way we still need two midfielders. The same way you could argue we need a right back as well, but we're never going to do all of that in one window. It's all about improving the squad as much as we can. That's legit what it is. Give it to Mike. He says, as a former athlete, there's no such thing as a minor hamstring injury. I don't know about like all that type of thing in it, so I'm not going to comment. I'm just saying what I've seen.
He's right, because even when you come back, like I pulled my hamstring in a game, I was like, you know what, I'm finna thug it out. So then I played like 20 minutes. When I came out that game, bro, and I was just sitting on the bus back to school, listen, I can't tell you. My shit looked like I was in a cast with no cast on, like just stuck.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take some time for him to fight through it. It's gonna be at least a 2 to 3 week kind of thing, even if it is minor. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yes, Martial is injury prone, Daniel. That's always been my biggest issue with him. I've said this already. Said it countless times. That's always been my biggest problem. Hamstring is a big muscle. You have to let it fully recover, especially with all the games being played, says Ray Millie. Uncle Justice says, don't worry, Chelsea is taking Brighton's best player. You're welcome. That has helped. I said that. I was discussing that, I think, yesterday when I was on the live. I mentioned that about Cucurella leaving. Save says, no. Yeah, on the ManDem United yesterday. Say that again.
You see the other reports?
Nah, what's the other report?
He ain't. Fabrizio jumped the gun.
Oh yeah, I did see Fabrizio got it wrong, and everyone was dancing on his grave, man. Everyone, why is everyone hating on Fabrizio, man? What did I miss?
Because he really think he built like that when he really not. You a paper boy for the big clubs. They feed you what they want to feed him, bro.
Yeah.
There's some people out there that is really like respectable. I can respect. Like they take a jump, and if it don't go down immediately, they're like, yeah, I got it wrong. Okay. This brother out here still trying to twerk for something from Chelsea. Like, yo, chill. You got it wrong. You got it wrong, bro. You got to hold that.
And yes, Safe is 110% spot on. This is part of the reason why Martial hasn't excelled at United. He's injury prone. He can't get on the pitch. That is a problem in that. Dominic says, I see no worry here. Season is just starting. This is where Ten Hag makes his money, and let's see what he's made of. I did say this already, even before I seen your comment, Dominic, and I'm on the same wavelength as well in terms of setbacks are going to happen. Injuries are going to happen. How does Ten Hag respond? Let's see what he does. Now we got so many questions. Well, I have so many questions in regards to Ten Hag. Now we have another one. Who now plays? Is it Rashford up top? Is it Alanga up top? Is it Eriksen in the false nine? Is it Bruno in the false nine? Is it Diallo in the false nine? Is it Donny in the false nine? I've just mentioned 5 or 6 options. It's going to be very interesting to see how he approaches it. Very interesting. Very interesting. Mataza says, remember what I told you Flawless about Martial? You said he'd be linking up play good and that. And then I said with the hospital bed, we can't trust this guy, but I'm just a hater. Mataza, why are you always playing victim, number one? You constantly playing victim. You sound like a Liverpool fan, number one. Number two is it's the start of the season. It's the start of the season. Are you acting like I haven't said the same thing as you in regards to Martial being injury prone? I've said this countless times. I've said this is why we need another striker. So I don't really know, apart from playing victim, what you're getting at with this comment, but I'm sure you'll respond anyway. Camille says, Flawless, why am I hearing people saying Chelsea will finish 5th and Arsenal are favourites over United, Chelsea and Spurs? Because I don't know in it. I was going to say something wild then. I don't know Camille in it. Because people are just not the brightest. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And that people ain't the brightest. This man left out Sterling and Mount. Yeah, Sterling's cold. Mount, I don't fear. Sterling's cold. You know my thoughts on it. But we ain't going to act like Chelsea's attack is brilliant. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? You'd love that. Sancho walks into your first 11. Let's not do this.
That's what I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta relax, man.
This is not what we're doing. Sancho walks into your first 11. He does. Mount, I don't rate Mount. You know what I'm saying? In that. But hey, if you want to class Mount don't play in your front three. You know what I'm saying? Oh, does he? I don't know. You lot tell me better than me. I thought he's an 8 / 10. You know, does he play wide right? I don't know, innit? If you're hanging your hat on Mount, no wonder, like, it is where, isn't it? I don't know about that.
What's the Mount the what y'all be in there? Mount the smash piece Bruno, goddammit. Y'all gotta hold that.
They the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hanging my hat on Mount and that. Surfer said you got Michi, Martial, Rashford, and Sancho up front. You were killed for Sancho, number one. Number two,
all
you were killed.
Those scrubs y'all got
100%. And also they were killed for Michi Batshuayi to have a meaningful season at Chelsea and that. You know what I'm saying? You killed for him to have an average Rashford season, Martial season, and get 10 goals and help you lot win a trophy. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. YG Jez says big up to you as well. Sanjindo, I hope I didn't butcher your name. He says, I personally think we're a hair away. I even say you wilding, man. It's early, man. We're a hair away from finishing mid-table. Your thoughts? Way over the top. Mad overreaction. Like, the team is better than the team last season. And we still finished 6th. So I don't get why we'd all of a sudden drop to 10th. Because you're saying mid-table. So I'm presuming when you say mid-table, you're saying 9th, 10th, 11th. So I think this is just an overreaction. Unless you've been thinking this already, but no, we'll be all right. We'll finish 6th, bare minimum. Like that's the bare minimum finish. But go on.
But listen, bro, it's about 9:56 a.m. over here, and we out here talking about certain places where these hairs coming from. Hey, man, make sure you leave a like, man. We gave you your plaudits too. Everybody in the chat with the smoke, give that like button some smoke too, please.
Yes.
Please do.
Yes, big up Colezilla in the cut as well. Look at these Chelsea lot. De Jong to SW6, we about to take your chains. Now you don't treat us how Barcelona treat you. You know what I'm saying? And that don't happen to us. You know what I'm saying? And that don't happen to us. Let It Go says, hopefully Man United win versus Brighton. Slowly integrate Ronaldo and Garnacho, get Sesko and pray for the ups. Hey, prayer for the ups, that ain't worth my time. That's why I started my verse the way I started it in it, because I don't. Hopefully United, of course you want United to win against Brighton. With or without Martial, I still expect us to win that match. Now it's just interesting to see how we step up. Slowly integrate. Ronaldo and Garnacho will definitely get integrated, of course, because he's still here. Same with Garnacho as well. Garnacho will play games just because of the amount of bodies. That's what it is. Get Sesko. We do need another striker. And safe to say Mount is Chelsea's Lingard. Nah, man, they wish Mount was Chelsea's Lingard and that. They might actually win some games at Wembley. You know what I'm saying? And that. Lingard actually did bits at Wembley.
Beat us. They might, like, again, shout out to y'all and all the cups, but understand where us two fall in line when we go into that back alley. We whooping y'all ass. Never forget that. We might be scrubs, but we whooping y'all ass. That's what it is. So I ain't worried about y'all.
Yeah. Beginning of the end for Martial before the season started. If Ronaldo starts the scores, he won't get dropped and all of that preseason for nothing. It's peak for him. Hey, if Ronaldo earns his place on merit, James. Ronaldo earns his place on merit. That's on Tony. Now he got to fight to get his place back. This is what we wanted, was competition for places. If Ronaldo does start, which I don't expect him to, but let's say hypothetically, you're right, and Ronaldo starts against Brighton and he plays well, we win the game, he scores, he don't score, but he plays well, then he deserves his spot for the next game. He deserves to play against Brentford. And then if he plays well there, he deserves to play against Liverpool. So it's not all for nothing. It's kind of like, this ain't no Arsenal duck. Like, that's on Martial to fight and get his place back. This is what we wanted, was competition for places. And now we're getting that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I agree with this Peter Mount. Is Bruno with silverware? Yes, I agree with that. Neither of them good enough, but here we are in it. That's why you lot are crying out for attackers and that. That's why the majority of your fan base are crying out for a player. Half of our fan base don't want. But we moving that. That's why you're interested in Aubameyang. You know what I'm saying? And that. And Surfer, you wish Pulisic was Sancho. You wish 43 watching and 19 likes. Get the likes up, yo. Get the likes up. We got just under 50. Get the likes up as well. Big up my guy Cam in the cut as well. Apparently we're in for ZH for 8 million. I'd take him just so I don't have to see Alanga. This guy is more of a hindrance than McTominay and Bruno, in my opinion. At least this guy just destroys play. I don't want ZH. If we got ZH, even for 8 million, I'm dead against that. I'd rather see a youngster play. Like, that's not Alanga. I'd rather a Garnacho, a Palestri, or we go and try and loan somebody or something else. I do not want to see. I'm not trying to see ZH. No. You are a Chelsea attacker. Really?
No, I said, I think there's something in the air. It's the soil, because you know that place stank anyway. I think his nose is just running so hard he can't really concentrate because of that stank they got in that building. You dig? So get him some fresh air. Old Trafford, let him get that natural grass. You feel me? He'll be all right. We need bodies, bro. Right at this point, like, this is year one for me. When it comes to like the signings, of course you want every integral signing you can get. But at this moment of time, we've had how many players leave? Like 11? We need bodies, bro. We just need bodies.
Yeah, man. The streets shout out to Jukebox and Famous, man. You know what I'm saying? The streets need a buddy in it. Like, yo, that's back as well, actually. Side note, I can't wait. Raising Cane, I think it's like 10 days away. Regardless, Ronaldo should not play at all, says Flex. Hopefully we've seen his last game for us. Hopefully 2. But if he is here, he'll get utilized. Like, again, he'll play. And I've said this before. Yeah, no stress, man. He can play a part in Manchester United being successful because Europa League is his level. Ronaldo will do fine at Europa League. 110%. As much as I don't want him to be here, we can't get rid of someone that nobody wants. Even Chelsea don't want him. And look at their attack. You know what I'm saying? Their attack is one of the worst I've seen. Their attacking options is Werner, Havertz, and friggin' Michy Batshuayi is in their 9. So yeah, like we can't get rid of him. So it's one of them. We'll have to. We'll have to keep him, should I say. Ten Hag will have a plan in finding solutions. United don't need to panic just until the transfer window has ended. I do, in the poll, I agree with this. I trust the manager to sort this out. It's just going to be interesting to see what he does. Because Diallo did play as a 9. You got Eriksen who can play as a 9. You've got Donny who can play as a false. These are false 9s, all of them I just mentioned. Bruno can play. Even though I don't like it, want to see Bruno as a false 9. But the first 3, I'm fine with. If we lined up and it's Eriksen in the false 9, Donny in the false 9, Diallo in the false 9, I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. I'm fine. I have no issues with any of those 3 I just mentioned as a false 9. Do I want to see Bruno there? No, not particularly. Do I want to see Rashford playing as a centre forward? No, not particularly. But all the options I just named, I still expect us to beat Brighton, regardless. We should still beat Brighton regardless of who is playing, whether it's as a traditional centre forward or it's a false 9. Nah, I'm not with it, man. I'm fine with Ten Hag getting Ziyech but dead against Memphis and Werner. I'm against all 3. Go inside, go get Sesko, go get somebody else. Like, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? I am not with it whatsoever. At all. And Murtazo, I disagree with this. I don't think Alanga is more of a hindrance than McTominay and Bruno. Just simply because they play centrally and he plays wide right. So players who play through the middle, more often than not, are going to be the guys that cause much more of an issue. Alanga don't cause any issues defensively. McTominay and Bruno do. They cause issues defensively and offensively. So, man, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. And yeah, Daredevil, you're right here. I will get to all the comments as well, people. Don't worry. Martial injury is a blow for us, but not such a huge blow, as Rashi can play up forward, Eriksen in the false 9, Alanga, Diallo, which is why hopefully we can get a striker up the Red Devils. I hear all this. Like I say, Eriksen in the false 9 is something I'd actually love to see. Even with everybody fit, it's something I'd love to see. I think Eriksen is more than capable of playing as a false 9 and playing well also. Hey, and the hole in the stadium, that's ventilation, man. You know what I'm saying? I've told you this. That's ventilation. That's what it is. And these things happen when you have a big stadium, when you only have like a 30,000, 30K, little Matchbox Lego stadium. ManDem don't know about these issues, you feel me? And when you got a stadium that can fit in a back garden, like, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to this shit. Big up Flawless Eddie and everyone else. Love from the USA here. Need a striker ASAP. Someone like Sesko or Isaac. Hope for the best of the Red Devils. We needed a striker anyway. Regardless, I keep saying this, whether Ronaldo was going to stay or not, before the Martial injury, go and check ManDem United's previously. Go check yesterday's. Go and check other ones as well on the playlist. I stated this many a times. We need a, what's it called? We needed another striker. Without doubt we did. Without doubt. Abdi says, I'm all for getting Ziyech playing a system he's familiar with, playing under a manager he knows, and is way better than Alanga and Diallo. Get Ziyech now and Anthony next season, a very smart signing. Abdi, the fact that you're saying get Ziyech lets me know I'm on the right side of the fence, innit? When I see you on one side of the argument, I'm on the other, I'm like, cool. The fact that you want Ziyech reaffirms to me that why I don't want Ziyech. Like, no. That's just lazy. To me, that's very, very lazy if we go and get Ziyech. Extremely. We're only getting him because Ten Hag knows him. Like, that's it. And I don't think that should be the sole reason to go and get a player. It's nothing to do with his skill set. Like, it's literally legit just that. But yeah, go on, Eddie.
Look, man, I got you. I hear you completely. It does seem lazy. But I think, like, my biggest point is just that we need bodies. And he's not Alanga. It's a very low bar in year one for me. Mm. I need him to build the culture that he needs to be successful in. And if Ziyech allows him to do that, I'm for it. Again, it's not Alanga. That's my bar. If it's Alanga, I'm not involved. But I think, he enjoys the energy that Alanga builds. But I'm telling you, Sancho will be out there by himself, seeming like he's kicking to a wall with a touch that'll bounce it right out the stadium, bro. That's my thing, man. I just think, like, it's not that Ziyech is good, it's that he's not Alanga.
Yeah, but that's insert player name here. Well, let's go get Bowen. We could say that about Bowen, who plays at West Ham.
How
He's
much
better
you
than
gonna have to
Elanga.
pay for Bowen? How much you gonna have to pay for Bowen? Especially
Bowen
if it's
would cost more. But again, that's just late. If we're just doing it because he's cheaper, that's just bad business. And was it the interview? I watched the interview that Ten Hag did with Sky Sports, and he mentioned not about signings, and he was like, "It's right to we have to get the correct signings. It's not just get any signings." Ziyech to me is not a good signing because of the reasons why. It's not again similar to my Ronaldo when people are defending him. It's nothing to do with his skill. Nobody mentions Ziyech's skill. It's all about Ten Hag knows him and he's played under that system. So let's just go get every player he's been there because he's better than what we have. Like, no, it's not tough to be better than Elanga. I would say Diallo's better than Elanga.
Yeah, that's true.
So we could just play Elanga. I mean, we could just play Diallo. Diallo should be back to me anyway.
Okay. The way you put it that way, yeah. But again, injuries happen, right?
See, injuries happen. That's why we need more bodies than that. And James says it's nice to see that you don't have bias with anyone. Made a great point that if Ronaldo played well, he should stay on, even though you prefer Martial. Some guys would want Martial back regardless. James, you've been here longer enough.
That's me.
I'm not. That Eddie's honest about it. That's why I respect Eddie. You know me. I'm not biased. You know what I'm saying that. Like, I'm all about merit and what's best for the team. If you play well, you deserve to keep your place. If you play poorly, you should be dropped. That's always despite who I rate. Sancho's my favorite player currently at the club. If Sancho plays poorly, he should be dropped. He shouldn't, and that's for everybody. I'm not a big fan of Rashford, but if Rashford plays well, he should keep his place.
The QR code, please.
And that's how it works. That's really how it should work in that. You know what I'm saying in that? Make sure you get the likes up as well, yo. There's just under 50 of you lot. You know what I'm saying in that? Jez is saying Eriksen in as a false nine. I don't know about that. Why not? He can do everything a false nine can do. And he's better. He's probably our best option. He's better than Eddie's back. He's better than Rashford as a traditional centre forward. You could argue Donny's better as a false nine. I think he's better than Diallo as a false nine. He's better than Elanga in any perspective, whether it's a false nine or a traditional nine. I like Eriksen as a false nine. He has all the attributes to play that role. I don't see why not. And it takes away him having to play in midfield and get up and down. If we're playing, say it's a 4-2-3-1 in a 10 and he's having to drift left and right and that, like, it limits that. So I'm also with that in regards to why I would want to see Eriksen in the false nine. I would. Yeah, man, them £1 stadiums and that, you know what I'm saying? The £1 stadium, them little Lego stadiums. Man can go in my loft and build a Lego stadium bigger than the bridge. Like, come on, man, what we doing?
It's crazy too. Like we forgot they was out there having to sell cold hot dogs because Europe cut the faucet off. Y'all got some rebuilding to do, man. Y'all, I don't even know if y'all lights still on. Y'all got to pay the bills, man. Y'all got to relax, man.
It's all bad. It's all bad. Ten Hag ball in full flow will put some clubs on their backsides in an embarrassing manner. I see us beating some teams badly. I do. 100%. Again, people are looking at how far Manchester United need to go rather than how far Manchester United have come along. We have come a long way along. Our manager is miles better. I think people are really underestimate whether you rate Ten Hag or not, whether you think he's overrated, whether you think he's not that good. He is miles better. He is a million times better than the last manager we had. Secondly, the coaching staff is a million times better than what we had. Thirdly, on top of that, our squad is better. Our squad is miles better. Does the squad still have levels to go? Yes, but the squad is better. We've signed 3 players who all walk into our first team. So therefore, that improves the first team, also improves your squad as well. Because then players who were in the first team now go onto the bench. So it's like, that's why I'm looking forward to this season. Because it's like, we have a manager I can actually get with. Like, if this was the last guy, I'm thinking, right, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I hear this, Jez. Bowen doesn't fit Ten Hag's system, but my point is it's easy to go and find a winger who is better than Elanga. Like, that shouldn't be the bar. Tell me about Ziyech's skill set. And it's very similar to the defense of Ronaldo. Very, very similar. Very, very similar. Sanjay Jinder says, we could have McFred and Marcus offside Rashford starting against Brighton. Yeah, we could. But even with those 3 starting, and you're new here, it's always good to see new names. I've stated this. Players are going to play who you don't rate, who I don't rate, who Eddie don't rate, and other Manchester United fans don't rate. But it's still good enough to beat Brighton. If we can't beat Brighton with McTominay, Fred, and Rashford playing, we might as well write off the season now.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
shouldn't be the sole reason as to why we didn't beat Brighton. We have more than enough. They're 3 players. There's 8 other players out there. Yeah, go on, fam.
You know what this is? This is the ghost of that Norwegian bum, bro.
Talk about it.
Because he would make everybody look good to the point where we didn't know if he was actually going to win games. Then when we did win games, we were surprised. Bro, they not supposed to be playing with us. They gave up on Ralph last season, people. That's why we got smoked. So, again, Brighton got enough going on. Cucurella to Chelsea is a possibility. Who knows if they even put him out there to play with regards to the transfers in completion or what. Again, I'm not saying that there might not be something on the table for him, but I'm saying that Brighton said he's not going anywhere right now. So y'all can say fuck me. Fuck what I got to say about Cucurella. Talk to Brighton. They the ones that I'm going with. So that's me. But yeah, man. These likes looking real crazy right now, dog. See, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Peter. Like, it's not gonna look like he's gonna be out there. I wouldn't even risk it, especially with the amount of money he's gonna get. Yeah, I wouldn't even risk it. Do I think Malacia? I think Malacia starts. Has Shaw played?
I don't think he's played. I think he's played 1 match. I didn't watch. Let us know in the comments, people. Let us know in the comments. I think he's played 1 preseason friendly, but I might be wrong about that. Big up Zanos as well. Large up you lot, man. The comments are coming through fast. You know what I'm saying? And that we will get to all of the comments we can, people. Make sure you get the likes up as well, man, on the video. There's just under 50 of you lot in here. Let's share this across the socials. Let's get 50 people in here as well. Let's get 50 people in here. Let's do so and get them likes up and subscribe to the channel as well. Road to 5K. Don't forget the membership. The link is in the pinned comment as well. Many great perks, including how to get on the channel, how to take priority on fan calling shows, how your questions to take priority on Q&As, plus more, people. And that's how it works. That's how Eddie ended up on there, people. You know what I'm saying? He joined the membership, ended up on Q&As. I was like, yeah, this guy's cold at what he does. And now he's a permanent fixture on Thursdays on ManDem United. You see him on Q&A. Like, once you're on Sarcasm City, you go to all the other shows, people. That's how it works. Like, once you're in the city, everybody just floats about to different shows and that. Legit. Let me see where he's going to get to it. Nah, Jez, I hear you, because he said never played as a false 9. Don't think that's the best position to put him there. No, oh yeah, you missed the start of it. I'm not saying that's where to play him week in, week out. I'm saying with Martial injured, it's an option. I'm saying against Brighton, if I see Eriksen line up in the false 9, I'm cool with that. I have no qualms. He has all the attributes that you need as a false 9. Is it his best position? No, I think he's best as a 10. But he could, the same way he could also play as an 8. The same way he's probably capable of playing in a double pivot. But it's an option. I'd rather see Eriksen as a false 9 and Rashford up front. That's what I say. But my choice would probably be Donny. I'd probably run Donny in the false 9.
Yeah, that's a good shout, bro.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do. Un says, who would be your centre-back partnership? For me, Martinez and Varane. What are you saying, Eddie?
By Martinez. Varane,
you going all aggressive, innit?
Yeah, I need y'all to fear us when y'all pull up. I need blood will be spilled type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that. It was funny because I came across on my YouTube feed. It was just like Bailly's most reckless challenges. He putting brothers in the hospital.
Facts.
He gave me the train. So he one of them ones I don't fear. I can live with somebody in their decision making. He doesn't seem to me like a person who gets a lot of reds. Might make a bunch of foolish, little slight tackles maybe, but compared to Maguire, I think it's crazy. I'm gonna say this phrase, but last game I was actually impressed with Maguire to a degree. I think he's a bit more decisive than he has been in the past, but when he goes to challenge, and I think he's one of them players. Like, again, bums need coaching, or you just gonna see how big of a bum they actually are. That's the thing that's been happening with us at United. The good players have been dragged down to being okay players, And the bums have shown you a side of their footballing career that you wish upon no man. So with Ten Hag coming in, implementing a system, you can see that even a Rashford understands what the hell he has to be doing out there. You're an athlete. Press the hell out of the ball. Be direct with your runs. Be smart, but be direct. When you get the ball, don't fuck around. That's the one thing I've enjoyed. His decision making is terrible, but he's not trying to be something he's not at this point in his career, which is an improvement.
I hear that, fam. I hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's no surprise to hear you say that your centre-back partnership would be Varane and Martinez, because I know what you're like. I know exactly what you're like. Big up GDTV says, hello, bud. Big up to you. James says, I worry about Sancho. Hasn't got any competition. Bringing Anthony would have done him a world of good, knowing his place isn't safe, and would maybe help him perform even better. I hear that. Definitely Anthony or another winger coming into the team definitely does that for Sancho. He'll do it for Rashford. He'll do it for Diallo. He'll do it for all of them. So I'm with you. Abdi's here. Says Ten Hag's number one target was Anthony, but he's been priced out of a move. And according to 90% of the Myrtle fanboys, we're changing the recruitment and we're getting players that he wants this window. We are getting players he wants this window. Because look at the free players we signed. They're free players he all wants. You don't get everything. What's Ten Hag's, and this is incorrect, his number one target is Jong. His number one target was not Anthony. Was Anthony a target? Yes. And you don't always get everything you want. And this is me not defending Myrtle and the recruitment. I'm saying the window's not closed yet. The window doesn't close till the 1st of September. It's currently the 4th of August. We need to wait and see how the window goes, because the film is not finished yet. I keep using this. People are telling me the film's terrible and I've watched 20 minutes and the film is 2.5 hours long. Now you can say the film's at a bad start. You can say you don't like where the film is going, but let's wait and see. I like so far the business we've done. Have we done enough? Absolutely not. No. Would I preferred us to have done more business? Yes. But in the words of Saeed, this is Manchester United Football Club. We don't do good business. We haven't done in 10 years. So I don't get why people are shocked. Why did people expect change? It was more hope. I was hoping there would be change. And like I said, so far from what I've seen, I like from so far. Danny says, even though I've never seen Eriksen play a false nine, I therefore think his intelligence on the pitch means he probably could play the false nine okay. Yeah, exactly. Calvin says, who do you think will play now that Martial is injured? That's a good question. We'll go to you, Eddie.
I'm praying Ahmad, but I think it's going to be Elanga. I think with Elanga, Ten Hag appreciates the press that he provides more than anything. And so I think that's why, because he wants the ball. He wants players that are going to win the ball back. I think that's what I've seen so far. And Elanga does give us that now. Again, on the ball, it's kind of like a bigger, taller version of Dan James at this point. Just out there running around, causing chaos, a defensive winger, the likes of a Timo Werner, you know. But at least Ahmad has something about him. So I go with Ahmad through the middle, we'll go Sancho off the right. Well, it doesn't matter because they interchange. So yeah,
they're willing to change.
Yeah, Sancho and Rashford as my wingers. It's not going to be CR7. He's you better chill.
They're willing to change 100%. Where else we at? Let's continue through this as well. And who do I think will play? I legit don't know. I'm unsure. I'm really unsure. But now it's made that starting lineup even more interesting. Like the centre-back pairing, who plays left-back, who plays midfield, and now who's a part of that front three with Rashford. Because it's going to be Rashford, Sancho, and one other. And Mataza said, you guys think Shaw or Malacia will start on the weekend? It should be Malacia, no-brainer. But according to reports, Shaw will start. If Shaw starts, we riot. Sancho cooking their left-back with no Cucurella. It should be Malacia. I do agree with you. It should be Malacia. But again, I'll reiterate this, and you're going to get sick of me saying this on this show, watch-alongs, Q&As, and wherever else you see me. The manager is going to make decisions you don't like. Simple as that. Players are going to play who you don't like. Players who you think should be playing will be on the bench. Like he's going to make decisions. I don't like all of the players we have. I'm fully prepared to see players I don't rate, whether that's a Shaw, whether that's a Maguire, a Lindelof, a McTominay, a Fred, a Bruno, a Rashford. You don't see him. It just is what it is. So that's why I'm already prepared. So like I'm not gonna get mad. It's all about the results. What are the results saying? What's the football saying? They're the two things I'm looking at. Like, yo, go get the results. That shuts me up. Shuts up most people as well. James says, Ronaldo's link-up play is underrated. He looked awful for a period of last season when he was religiously playing every week because of the number 11 situation, Cavani and Martial being loaned out. Over than that, he was good. I disagree with that. I don't think his link-up play is good. I don't think it's good. I think it's average at best. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough. However, hopefully in a better system, he plays better. But I've said this and I'll say it again. I think Ronaldo can be a part. He can play a big part in Manchester United being successful this season. When I say successful, I'm talking Europa League. Premier League's an afterthought. For us, Arsenal, Spurs, and Chelsea, the Premier League's an afterthought. We're all cup teams. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea are a cup team. They're looking at the Champions League, the FA Cup, and League Cup. What you
doing, bro? What you doing, bro?
What you mean?
Bro?
What do you mean?
You ever heard about speaking things into existence?
Speaking what things?
I'm trying to get this brother kicked out. You still talking? No, we're not having. No, I'm not a part of this. I'm about to go. Bro. I'm on my cancel CR7, cancel Bruno campaign, and you out here doing the Lord's work to save this man. Hey man, he don't need no saving. He got 800 million in the bank. He don't need no saving, man. He gone. Let him go.
Saving him. I'm just speaking. I'm just talking. You talking about talking things into existence. Let's talk about the current existence. Nobody wants this man. I want him to leave. You know this. But my thing is, he's still here. And he's going to be here. You know why he's going to be here? Because nobody wants this man. So therefore, let's utilize what we have. You know what I'm saying? We're a striker short. We don't want you. You don't want us. But guess what? We stuck together. You know what I'm saying in that? We stuck together. It is what it is, isn't it? We have to use each other to get to our destination. That's legit what it is, man. That's what it is. It's like at the end of the night, it's like being at the end of the night. I've been here in these situations. Like being at the end of the night, yeah, and you're talking to a girl and she's got a brethren. You need someone to occupy her brethren. None of your brethren may not occupy her brethren, but a random don might show up or someone you don't like, you know what I'm saying, to occupy the brethren. You both need each other at that point. I've been in that situation where I've needed someone to occupy the brethren. This happened. This is years ago, people. I needed someone to occupy, and all my dons was tied up doing their own thing. Some random don appeared from nowhere. We didn't know each other, but guess what? You know what I'm saying? And that we both needed each other at that point to do what needs to be done. You feel me? And that. Salute to that guy. You know what I'm saying? And that. Never seen him since, but salute to him. That's what it is. We need it. Like at this moment, we're stuck. We're stuck together. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all love it, man. No game at 50. Hey, y'all love it, fam. We're stuck together.
I'm gonna give some context to my reason, right?
Go on.
I have been in a relationship with somebody I work with.
Good.
And then you know what happens? Y'all break up and you just feel her staring at the back of your neck and you know you can't even turn around because you don't want to catch that sight. This is where we at, man. So I'm going to go to the boss and be like, hey, man, it's either her or me. Either her or me. Somebody got to go. And listen, I'm fronting the bill when we go out to these clubs, my boy, so you know where your loyalty need to lie. That's all I'm saying. Brother twerked on 10 brothers in the club. Twerked on 10 different brothers in the club. We don't need you no more. It's tainted. You shown the disrespect. Go away. Go away. I'll go on Bumble. I'll go on Hitch. Shit, I might even treat a girl to a drink and see what I want. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dealing with you no more. I can't do it. That's all I'm at, bro. I'm not here for disrespect. I'm not here for you going to other clubs in the Premier League. Your agent is moving at the behest of you. Mm-hmm. You went to the ops. You said, I'm going to go get that stank and smut on my jersey to play in Champions League when you put on that dark blue. Come on, man. I can't do it with him. I can't do it. And the other thing is, didn't Martial want to leave and end up going on loan? hey, we forgive and forget in certain instances.
No. It's not a question of him. He wanted to leave, but he got his move. He went out on loan.
And then he seen it wasn't that good.
And then he got his move, and now he's back, and now him and the manager have spoken, and he's decided to stay. I have no issue with that. I'm saying if we're not, but my point is, when Martial said he wants to leave, I said, even though I want him to stay, I understand why he wants to go. Let him go. But this is about Ronaldo. My point is, Eddie, the reason why I'm saying he can play a part, because he's going to be here. Because I said this. When this initially broke, I said this. I said, nobody wants this guy. Where he wants to play, the level he wants to play at, teams don't want him. And I've said this before, I'll say this again. If he's that good, and he scored all these goals, and his link-up play is good and all this, how come nobody wants him? The reason why nobody wants him just because he ain't that good. That's simply what it is. It's because he is not that good and is nowhere near the level that people think he is and he thinks he is. Nostalgia. He's 37 years old. No top team challenging in Europe, challenging for their domestic title, want Cristiano Ronaldo. Simple as that. That's any team. I'm saying Chelsea have Michy Batshuayi, Timo Werner, and Kai Havertz as their options, and they still said no. They're looking at Aubameyang. Bayern Munich let Lewandowski go. They said no. Barcelona been signing everybody. They're not interested. But pardon me, we move.
I think you know what it is. We're kind of giving the same reasoning, just with different players. You know what I'm saying? Like they're saying he's here. We're down bodies. Put him through. I'm not comparing them, but it was my kind of thinking with Ziyech, you know. So I can't fault you for that. I can't fault you. I can get emotional because again, I'm on my war shit, brother. Ain't no logic when it comes to this war shit, bro. It's straight blood in, blood out. And some of y'all in the chat, if y'all not with me, it's blood in, blood out. See what I'm saying? We trying to get CR7 up out of here next week, Bruno.
And that's it, yeah. But again, the thing is, if Bruno actually came out and said, I want to leave, teams would actually come in for him. Where he goes to, I don't know.
Who will come in for Bruno?
Somebody will come in for Bruno. A Portuguese side will come in for Bruno. 100%. Somebody will come in for Bruno.
They can't afford it, bro. We put a
yeah, that's true. Yeah. You got a point. You got a point still. But yeah, back to the point I was making.
Broke Boys League. That's what you need to start calling this shit. I swear to God. Nunez might have paid for the whole league. We don't even know it.
But yeah, that was my point with James is like, yo, we're not competing. Us, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal are not competing for the Premier League title. Therefore, we are all cup teams. Manchester United are a cup team. Chelsea are a cup team. Arsenal are a cup team. Tottenham Hotspur are a cup team. Can Ronaldo help us win a cup? Yes. Could Ronaldo play a part in us winning the Europa League? Absolutely. Could he play a part in us winning the FA Cup? Absolutely. Could he play a part in us winning the League Cup? Absolutely. What, you don't even think Ronaldo's Europa League level, Eddie? Is that what you're telling me? You don't think he's Europa League level? I think he's Europa League level.
Honest to God's truth, right? I was watching Christian Bale in MLS last night. I think that's his level, dog.
So you don't think...
I think Ronaldo is an MLS player. I think he's an MLS superstar.
Okay. So if we dropped into say we did end up in the Conference League, you reckon he could help us win that?
I think Europe is not his level, bro. I think honestly,
everywhere in Europe, you know.
Yeah, everywhere. Like I'm saying, he got to go to the States. He got to go to the States. He got to go to the Saudis. Now, mind you, the Saudis and me, hey, bro, I got human rights. I'm about human rights. So me and the Saudis, I don't, you know. But I'm telling you right now, it ain't in Europe. Maybe he can go fuck around with Stuttgart and Jazz.
Yeah. He can run up with Jazz in Germany and that.
He go get that little DFK hook up, whatever the fuck they play for over there.
Crazy. Oh,
yes. Tell Stuttgart put the P's up. We go send them right over there to y'all.
Crazy. That is nuts. That is crazy. Let me get to. There was a comment I missed. To get to. You lot continue to get your questions in as well.
I met Gareth Bale. He was in LA. It's all the same shit.
Let It Go says the Saudi team going to come in for Ronaldo after the World Cup, most probably. If Sesko starts to get a lot of goals, one, we got to sign Sesko. Two, Ronaldo don't want to go Saudi Arabia. He don't. He still wants to compete at the highest level. He's just not his level anymore. And yes, Jez, this is 110% correct. Sometimes you have to deal with it for business purposes. Come on, man. It's like that one guy in a group project you don't like, but you're forced to work with, but you both want that A. Yeah, man. Like, I need you, you need me. Like, that's legit what it is. And at this moment in time with Ronaldo, that's what it is.
Held back 3 years.
That's what it is. We trying to get this A, man. We trying to get to that Europa League final. Well, win the trophy. Well, nobody wants him. Like, that's legit what it is. That's what it is. Abdi says he's the number one target on the right wing was Anthony, and we couldn't get him because we're changing the recruitment system. The club are going for his targets, which is good. And Ziyech may be an option. I'm not with Ziyech. If we do try and sign Anthony, cool. If we get priced out, unfortunate. You're not. If you go in for 6-7 players, you're probably not going to sign all 6 or 7.
Yeah.
People forget Martinez was the second option. We was in for Timber. People forget this. Timber was plan A, and then Martinez was plan B. So there's nothing wrong with going to plan B if it is a suitable and viable option. So maybe after Anthony, there is a second option. I don't know, but the window's not closed. But again, it doesn't really make that much of a difference in regards to this season. Can it set us back 2-3 seasons onwards? Yes. But again, I'm just happy the last manager's gone in it. That's where the optimism comes from with me this season. We are much better equipped to compete. And I genuinely believe we can win the Europa League because we got to the final with a worse team and a worse manager. So there's no reason why with a better team and a better manager, we can't win the Europa League. I don't fear the North London clubs. We know Conte in Europe and Arsenal haven't done shit in Europe in their entire history. Hopefully there isn't a surprise exit and there isn't a surprise dropout from the Champions League, and we should be all right. I trust this manager, and I like this group of players as well.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, I think this is the majority of the players we have. I think Europa League is their level. Calvin's here saying Todd B is prepared to commit to spending up to an astonishing 300 million as Chelsea bid for Fofana, talk with Aubameyang and more immediately, hijacking De Jong as well. Hopefully they come get Ronaldo in it. That's what they need to do.
That's what I'm saying.
They need to come get Ronaldo. And Felix says Shaw might have been dropped for being late. Again, he wasn't on both back-to-back teams. What do you mean by this?
No, yeah, he was late to meetings, and then
was it Shaw?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know this. I did not know this. Where else we at? You lot continue to get your questions in as well, people. Get the Jez talking about the CR7 disrespect. Sign him for Spurs, then, innit? Have him for Spurs. Ronaldo shirt sales alone would make more money than the whole MLS league. Absolutely. That's why he should go there. A team, LA Galaxy, a LA team, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A team in St. Louis, wherever they got teams, man. Go in for Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Chicago got a team. Go play for the Bulls or something. Go play for the Bucks. I don't know, the Clippers. I just don't want him here. But, you know, here's what it is. James is saying, Eddie is going too far. That must be a joke, lol. Because this man balled in the USL Champions League last season, and to say he's not Conference League is wild. Your thoughts on it, Eddie?
Oh, I'm not joking.
I know you're not joking.
I'm 100% real. I am 100% real. Even with them Champions League goals, where was they when Atleti pulled up? Again, I would have rather we get sent down to the Europa League than what the fuck we pulled off when we played Atleti in that first round. Like that was some shameless shit. So people whining about the dark arts of Atleti, like what? Where have you been?
Facts.
That is legit the only reason they are successful. They don't play football, they bar fight. And hopefully a goal goes in at the mix. Like, nah, man, I'm cool off Ronaldo. He a legend in his own right. I'll give y'all that. What I've seen this season and the drama, I have not been impressed by. That's it. I'm not, James, I respect it. But I'm going to leave it right there. On that Ronaldo.
Ronan says, if Ten Hag wants Ronaldo, that's good enough for me. Big up to Ronan in the cut every time as well.
Of course.
Even, that's why I said my issue with Ronaldo comes from Ronaldo. He said he wants to leave. So I said, all right, bounce. That was my thoughts on it. You want to leave, go. That's always my standpoint. Whether the manager wants a player or not, if a player doesn't want to be here, let him go. And I understand why Ronaldo wants to leave. It's just that I called this before. When he handed in a transfer request, I did the In the Mud show. Shout out to my brother Tox. And I said, he's not going anywhere because nobody wants him. The teams he's looking at, it's the also ran teams he's going to go to. And even Napoli haven't made a bid. Atletico Madrid fans have said no. So when people like, oh, he's being held against his will, nobody's made an official bid for that man. So if he's that good, why has nobody made an official bid? You know how you know if a product's good? How much it sells? That's how you know if a product's good. When companies put products on shelf, anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want. When, I don't know, when Samsung put out a new phone, if it don't sell, guess what? The phone's no good. If it sells a lot, it means the phone is good. Ronaldo is a phone that can't sell. And people are still trying to tell me this phone's fire. So this phone's fire, available for cheap, and nobody wants it. Why is that? Well, people don't want to have that conversation. People don't want to have that conversation.
That's what's so funny for me. It's like, bro, not only am I telling you he's not at that level anymore, Bayern told you that when they just let Lewandowski go to Barcelona, had the position open and said, nah, we good. We're going to go somewhere else. And that's Champions League level football. Now, that's not, I'm saying they're upper echelon, but Ronaldo has been playing at an upper echelon level his entire career. It's not like this is going down and he's stuck with the same team. Like, it'd be one thing if he's like, yeah, you know what, Ronaldo's been here since day one. It's like year, whatever, 16 or whatever. And he's been so loyal to the club that we don't want to see him go. This is legit a man who compared playing for us to slavery from what I hear. I'm cool. I'm so cool. And if now again, because I have an agenda, that's one thing. Flawless is giving you the objectivity in this situation right now.
Yes, I'm the objective one, yes.
We need strikers. He's going to play the role because we have no one else to turn to. So it's going to be on him in this moment, right? Me, I ain't on the objectivity. You disrespect the club, I'm after you, bro. That's what it is with me. In certain situations, Flawless is the same way. I'm this way right now. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Golzino says you don't have a better team, Flawless. Yes, we do. You know why we have a better team? Because we have a better manager. So automatically that makes you a better team, regardless of personnel. The fact that we've improved in regards to personnel, the fact that Martial's back as well, like the fact that Diallo's back. But yes, we have a better team. This is just incorrect. We have a better team. Guarantee you we finish on more points than we did last season. Guarantee we actually have a playing style. That's already an improvement. So to say, I don't know who you support, Golzino, but yes, Manchester United currently have a better team. James says, Neil Costas said Ronaldo had an offer, but but United said they're not entertaining it. Who was the offer from? If that offer was from anybody meaningful, then we would have heard about it. Because the only offer rumor that came out was the Saudi Arabia one, which is probably this. It's probably the Saudi Arabia one. Like I said, if Bayern Munich come in for Cristiano Ronaldo, we are going to hear about it. If Barcelona come in for Cristiano Ronaldo, we're going to hear about it. If Chelsea come in for Cristiano Ronaldo, we're going to hear about it. This was nobody meaningful. I don't know why people can't accept that nobody wants this guy because he's not that good. I know it hurts people, me saying this. I know it hurts coming from a Manchester United fan, but that's just the facts of the matter. The market determines your value. Nobody wants this guy because his value is not high at 37 years old. It's not. Big up Manch in the cut as well. Says big up
Shout out,
Eddie every time.
Let me see 5-0 on the likes. Not in real life. Let me see 5-0 on the likes, though. I don't want to see 5-0 in real life. I want to see 5-0 on them likes.
Yes. Absolutely. Kenchi here says, you heard through the grapevine, Iniesta needs some help. In China, they're struggling mad. CR7 to the rescue.
Hopefully, that's what I'm saying. That's a good. I didn't shout out to China. I didn't even put them in there, but yeah, he can go to China too.
Yeah, but he don't want to. He wants to play the highest level in Europe. He still wants to play in one of the top 5 leagues. But nobody wants him, people. And people need strikers. Chelsea needs strikers. I'm saying Bayern Munich need a striker. So there's not like there's teams out there who don't. You could argue PSG need a striker. That's 3 teams right there. But I digress in it. Safe says Barcelona would stay away from Ronaldo for the simple fact that Messi played for him. Nah, they wouldn't. Barcelona have had Real Madrid players play for them. They had Brazilian Ronaldo play for them. No, he played for them beforehand, but they've had players who've crossed over. Like, football's not as tribal as you lot think. Clubs don't really care about all that. Clubs will sign a player if they think a player is good enough. United and Liverpool is probably the only team I can think of in Europe that our player will rarely play for both. Because like fans and clubs won't accept it.
Because let's be real.
Michael Owen's the only one I can think of in recent memory. Like, you look at the Italian clubs, they all do it. Real Madrid and Barcelona have had so many players who have played for both. Yeah, go on, fam.
To be real, he's not at Chelsea because we priced him out. If we told Chelsea,
who's not at Chelsea? Who's not at Chelsea because we
Ronaldo.
They don't want him, fam. They ain't nothing to do with no price. They didn't make no bid.
Brother, I'm telling you.
They ain't made no bid.
If we had said 15 million, he going to Chelsea.
Yo, Tuchel don't want him, fam. Todd B wants him. Tuchel's a smart individual. He's the guy. I said this before. Before them reports even came out, people. Those who watch that show and have heard me talk on this, I said this. Would it surprise me if Chelsea wanted him? No, because it makes sense for Todd B making a statement signing. Tuchel is a very smart individual. He's just had Lukaku, who is Ronaldo. Why would he go and get another one? No wonder he's vetoing it. That's why they're interested in Aubameyang, which to me doesn't really make sense either, to be honest. But is Aubameyang a better shout than Ronaldo? Yes, I do remember the Gabriel Ain't one as well. I remember that he almost went Liverpool. I do remember that. But like I'm saying, it's just rare. The only one I can think of is Michael Owen in recent times. Like a player who will play for both. Whereas Real Madrid, Barcelona, there's countless players who have played for both teams. The Italian sides, a player will play for AC, Inter Milan, and Juventus. Like, ain't no thing. Whereas over here, it's different. Even here, Chelsea, Arsenal, you'll see players made across Manchester City, Manchester United. It's rarely just United and Liverpool. United, Arsenal, even World do business. Sylvester, we've done. Welbeck's played for them. Van Persie. So I'm sure there's more as well. Felix said, have they said how long Martial is out for? No, they haven't said. So it's going to be interesting. They haven't said how long he is out for. There is not a single club that has rejected Ronaldo because of fees and wages. All the big clubs have told the club publicly they don't want him. Pretty much, Fardine. But when I say this, people get onto me. Oh, you just a hater, you just don't like him. No, I'm letting it be known. As if this was prime Ronaldo, clubs are banging down the door to get him. But people don't want to accept the fact. Everyone's quiet. There's no flawless. You was right. You called this spot on from when he handed in the transfer request. Or you called this spot on from when we signed him. Or you called this spot on from when we was linked to him. Let me be wrong, though. Let Ronaldo score 40 goals this season and we win the Europa League and a domestic cup. The chat won't be full of, see, flawless, you was wrong, innit? But, same way with the Ollie in his Ollie out, isn't it? All them people are like, you know what I'm saying? You're wrong about Ollie, blah, 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 and all this. Okay. Disappeared. Don't see them man no more. Quiet. I'm saying, I'm mute. But we move. Hey, make sure you get the likes up as well. Share this across all the socials. Subscribe to the channel, people. Continue to get your questions in. And we'll go to it. Obviously, first game of the season coming up Sunday, Eddie. So the next time we talk on the ManDem United podcast, we would have played against Brighton and we'll have a lot to discuss. So how would you like, let me ask you the question. How would you like to see us line up? What would be your 11? Now you know Martial's injured. What would be your 11 and formation?
So I'm definitely going to go. Okay. Let's start with the back four. We'll start with the back four. They'll probably go something along the lines of 4-2-3-1 per usual. But it'll change in dynamics where certain players are, but just to give some kind of skeleton to what I'm looking at, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd go Malacia, Martinez, Bailly, Delo, and then my two sitting midfielders. It's tough because I can't. I can't. I don't even want to say it, but I understand what it's going to be. Like I'm trying to be reasonable with understanding what
Nah,
it's.
that's why I asked you for yours, not what you
Oh,
think
you
Ten Hag
mind?
will
Yeah,
play. Yeah, I want yours.
I'd probably go Fred in the back, and I'd go. Uh, not Donnie, unfortunately.
You'll play
Um,
Duddy in the 6 now. Okay.
nah. Donnie's an 8. Donnie's an
True.
8. That's the problem that I see why he's not getting enough game time because there's too much blind faith in Bruno, but we'll leave that alone. So, yeah, I'd probably have to go McTominay.
Jesus.
But here's the thing, because Fred at the back, playing further back is always cause for concern because he takes too many risks, right? But me saying McTominay, my soul don't feel right saying that. So I'm going to have to go Donnie because, yeah, McTominay should be playing center back, I don't know, back in student guard with Jez and them men.
Hey, Jez, hold that, fam. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? Should be in Stuttgart with Jez.
So, yeah, we'll put Donnie in there, and then I'll put Ericsson in the 8. Or it'll be the 10. So he's a bit further.
Yeah, because you said 4-2-3-1, so it'd be like 2 6s
10.
and
it's
and a
10. So yeah, then him at the 10. Oh shit! But I can't even play 4-2-3.
Now you can. That works because even though Fred's playing as a 6, because I'll give mine as well. He wouldn't be like picking the ball up off the back 4, like he'd be pressing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently, Dalot, Bruno, and CR7 getting benched for leaving the game early. Let's hope.
We'll see. We got Black Diamond as well in the cut.
Yeah, I think shout out Ronan and Fardine, because if I were to give it to like a 4-3, 4-3-3, like, yeah, I'm gonna go Ahmad in the false 9. I'm gonna go Sancho off the right, Rashford off the left, Fred and Donnie gonna switch it out. So Donnie gonna start as the 6 and operate in the 8, and then I'd really just want them two sitting, and I'd have Ericsson go cook with them boys up top. So if you get what I'm saying?
I hear you. So you've got Fred. So your midfield is Fred, Donnie, and who was your in the 10?
Fred, Donnie, and Ericsson.
Okay. And then who's your front 3?
And then it's Ahmad, Sancho, Rashford.
That's decent still.
Yeah.
That is decent still.
And then I go. The Bailly thing is fucking me up because I just saw in the chat that apparently Bailly going for.
Roma interested. Mourinho's interested in him. Apparently. That's apparently.
Okay. So, yeah. That would be me, though. That would be me.
For me, this is my team. So this is not why I think Ten Hag will play because I'm unsure. De Gea in goal. I go Dalot. Malacia as your fullbacks. Centre backs, I would go Martinez, Varane. Midfield, I would go Fred, Donny, Ericsson. That would be it. And I'd have like Donny as the screen of the 6, the one picking the ball up off the back 4, and Fred just being busy, being a nuisance, disrupting our opposition. Ericsson in the 10 makes sense. I go Sancho. I'd play Sancho left. By Rashford right. And then I played Diallo. Yeah, then I played Diallo on the false 9. Diallo on the false 9. Oh, that being said, yeah, I don't like Rashford up front at all, to be honest. So yeah, probably go Diallo. It's not the best, but I believe it's good enough to beat Brighton. That's what I need to keep reiterating people. It's enough. But if it's true what Black Diamond said, who says like, share, subscribe, support your quality channel as you continue to get brilliant content on a consistent basis. Big up Black Diamond every time. But he's saying if this is the case, let's say Dalot, Bruno, and Ronaldo are getting benched for leaving the game early. That means right back will probably be Wan-Bissaka.
Oh shit.
In the 10, that means Ericsson would play. It would be probably. I can see McTominay, Fred. This is what I think Ten Hag will do if this is true. McTominay, Fred, Ericsson, and then up front, I'm not sure. Does he go with Alanga one side, Rashford up top, and Sancho? That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is, if that is the case. If this is true. Safe says our midfield is trash as of now. Ten Hag could be pushing his luck without any more additions. Yeah, we know we need more additions in our midfield. We need 2 free midfielders. We know this. Fardine says that Martial injury has just cost us the game. I don't think so.
No.
If we can't beat Brighton without Martial, we should just call it a wrap now. We should just call it a wrap. The show's over. Ray asks, Europa League or top 4. Wait, what did he say? He says, well, he's asked 2 questions. So he said, Europa or top 4 of the domestic trophy, or would you? But he also asked earlier, would you rather win Europa or get top 4? I'd give me Europa League. Keep saying this. Europa League is number 1 on the priority list for me. Simple as that. What are you saying, Eddie? Would you rather win Europa or get top 4?
Oh, Europa. bro. I'm fiending for the cups, bro. Salsa cups, but we not doing no fucking we're not shutting the city down because we run an FA Cup like some losers over there. But yeah, I need that.
Yeah, same. That 100%. That's what has to be done. James says a lot of men have been going at Varane, but don't take into account the disastrous season that we had. He was injured when we were getting beat down as well. Healthy Varane is a top 5 centre back in the league. I have no issue with Varane. Not even very similar. My issue with Varane is the same issue I have with Martial. Get on the pitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about getting on the pitch. I need more. I think he played 22 league games. Not enough. 22 league games is nowhere near enough. I need more from you. I need much, much, much more from you. That ain't it at all. Not in the slightest. It's not.
Because you know what's funny? It's like... we'll go. Continue. I lost
go. What was you going to say that?
I lost it. I swear I lost it.
It's cool. It's cool. Samuel saying, we will definitely beat Brighton on Sunday without Martial. Let's go, Samuel, man. Positive energy, man. Yeah. Why are you all negative? I get rival fans running bants, but rival fans got Timo Werner and Michy Batshuayi, so misery loves company. My point is, why are you lot not positive going forward into just this game, not the season? We're playing Brighton, people, at home. No Basuma, no Cucurella. No disrespect, it's Brighton.
Yeah.
And that was really
Cucurella, if we being honest, that was the brother who fucked us up last game. Cucurella was that brother on that pitch when we got smoked by them. Shout out King KB. I see you, big dog.
King K every time, man. Big up King K. It's like, yo, why? And this is the source as well from what Black Diamond said. This is James Gab Marcotti, ESPN, said that Ten Hag was going to take disciplinary action. Could be a fine or a benching. All right, well, we'll soon find out. So yeah, that's Black Diamond. That's where you heard that. But in regards to where was we at? What was we talking about? Oh yeah, what was we talking? I've legit forgot what we was talking about. I ain't gonna lie.
It happened to me too, dog.
I legit forgot what we was talking about before I said that. And now no pro clubs tonight, Murtaza. No pro clubs. Streams to do tonight, innit? So man's not active. Oh, but actually, I may do a late one. May do a late one. It will be late though, like early hours in the morning. It will do. I like big up King K every single time. He said that one was easy. That's why. But oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was hyping up people saying, why are we not looking forward to the game against Brighton? But you know, it's just me in it. It's weird just being on the outside looking, being a positive Manchester United fan, and everyone else just not being right. That one was too easy.
The roles are flipped.
Reverse, man. I'm backing the manager. Back the manager. That's what I'm on. That's what I got told under the last guy. So I say the same to you lot. Everyone talking out. Back the manager. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got told. So why are you lot not doing the same? Back the manager. Have faith in the team. Huh? He's resetting the culture. He's getting the passion, desire, and intensity all together on all this nonsense. That one was too easy. That's why. But FA Cup and top 4. No, give me Europa League. It's Europa League over everything. I'm on Europa League over everything. That's what I'm on. What are you saying, Eddie? FA Cup and top 4 or Europa League?
Nah, Europa. Like I said, brother, I'm starving. I need that cup. We all need some double D cups, but I need that cup. You dig what I'm saying? I need that.
You know what we're gonna get into actually? It's gonna be good to hear your thought process. I mean, your thoughts on it. Dean Henderson. I'm sure you've seen the interview.
Oh, that little punk
Yeah,
ass motherfucker. You talking, you know? Oh, let me sit on cross-leg and talk about how Manchester United lied to me. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I didn't lie to kids. What you talking about? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Kid come up to me talking about, hey man, I can't wait till I'm in the league. Okay. Me too. Nah, everybody getting lied to. You ain't special. Bruh, soft. Straight.
So for those that may not have heard, Henderson did an interview. He's gone out on loan to
that
Nottingham Forest. He's gone out on loan to Nottingham Forest. And basically what he said was he was promised the number 1 spot after the Euros and didn't get it. Then he got COVID. And then after that, nobody really spoke to him. So he was promised the number 1 spot and he's upset about it. I understand that. I do get it. I understand why he has an issue with it. I do understand that. My point is the timing. Why not take it up with the regime that did that to you? Because that regime is no longer here. The funniest part of what he said to me was when he was like, I barely spoke to the new manager because I know if Ten Hag seen me train, he'd want to keep me, which I thought was great. Like, yo, you need self-confidence. I'm all with that. It's funny though. It is funny, but you need self-confidence. But it's the timing of it. Why not take it up with the last regime? But go on, Eddie. I'll let you continue. I was just giving people context.
I appreciate self-confidence when it's coupled with actual ability. My brother wore a hat for 2 games and feel like he the man now. Brother. Listen. Man. If you were good enough, it would have happened. You're not going to upseat David De Gea, like DDG, been between the sticks since the Stone Ages, and you was finna be the one to upset that? Nah, bro, you got to be special, and you ain't it. Man, we didn't have so many dope ass goalkeepers. Now we got this clown thinking that he's really owed something. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, Black Diamond, talk to him about it.
He says it here. He says, only lied to hella man, ask Bailly and Jay Lings.
You know what I'm saying? The Norwegian fraud was out there selling snake oil, and the dumbasses were the ones who believed it. That's what it comes down to, people. Martial was locked up. He couldn't get out quick enough. He got a daylight. He saw the guard drop the keys. He unlocked the cage, went up to Spain, got his tan on, saw the baddies out there, came right back. He's refreshed. Dean Henderson, do you think we forgot your Liverpool shenanigans? I've seen enough of you, bro. I don't need to see any more of you. So, for him to say that, delusional. But again, I think it's one too many balls to the face, bro. Pause. I think that's what it comes down to.
This guy, yo.
People don't want to talk about it, but that head trauma a real thing, bro. That head trauma a real thing. I know he was out there in Sheffield, and shit happened. So, yeah, man. Arrivederci. Don't even look at us no more. Lose our number. Block us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the socials. I don't want to hear about that, brother, no more.
All right, so I'm in the minority because the chat pretty much agrees with Eddie. King K says, you can't say that you had to leave before Ten Hag got a look at him, dickhead. He also went on to say, Dean is the definition of an entitled dickhead. But Diamond, this is a great point. Go on, Eddie, go on.
Make sure somebody got to get him to it, because I know he likes to wear hats. So get him a snapback with dickhead embroidered in cursive. And make sure he just runs around the block with that shit on. That's what he deserves. That's like, come on, man.
Black Diamond says, Ollie lied to hella, man. Ask Bailly and Jane Lings. King K says, also ask Matter as well. And Fardeen says, but Flawless Henderson got the starting spot when De Gea's baby was born. P.S. Hendo is not confident. He is deluded. Nah, there's a fine line. There's a thin line between confidence and delusion at times.
Very thin. Very thin.
Like, this is a very thin at times. Look at when you listen to certain fans talk about their clubs. You see there's a thin line between confidence and just plain old delusion and just non-factual information. Neo says, Martial is unreliable, already injured. Even before the first game, we definitely needed a new striker. We needed a new striker anyway. Like, we knew all of these things. We know that you can't go a full season with just 2 strikers. You can't go with Martial and just Cristiano Ronaldo. We have so many games coming up. We play in 4 competitions. There's a World Cup in the middle of the season as well. We're gonna need a striker. Maybe the Martial injury is a good thing in regards to it gets the board to get a move on. It gets the hierarchy to get a move on. Like, yo, we actually need a striker. Look at this. Martial's injured. Ronaldo's not available. If that is the case, now look, we need a striker, 100%. Go get Sesko if needs be. Go get him if needs be. Safe says, Klopp proved that you can play hard work merchants and make it work with a tactical system. Absolutely, you can. Absolutely. But what have we discussed? We discussed Martial, we've discussed Ronaldo, discussed Henderson. How have we almost forgot? The longest ongoing saga of the transfer window, longer than Goku's fight with Frieza, Mr. Frankie de Jong. And it seems Chelsea are interested. Reports have came out and they're trying to hijack the deal. Eddie, your thoughts on the de Jong saga?
Barcelona out here trying to get this over the line. They want us to fork over that money. Personally, I would have given them the extra 17 million just for him to come through. Because at this point, like we said, our first 3 games are going to be real telling as to what he's able to get out of the rest of those bums, because we've sold 11, brought in 3. I think that, again, we just need to press the red button and give these dudes the peas so we can stop talking about this shit, bro. Like, I'm looking at it, and it's like, we sold 11 people, or they left on a free. Like, we've made some money, and we continue to make money because of the club that we are. Look how Barcelona is acting. Look how Barcelona is acting, bro. They buying people with no money. And we out here trying to penny pinch for what? This ain't some scrub. This is an integral part, if he comes, because of the quality of player he is an integral part of our future going forward. There's only another player I can say that about, and that's Sancho. We need 2. We need some more. We need a spine. We need a couple of players who we can rely upon to have a high standard of quality that other players will look at and say, I can get down if I'm playing with the likes of those types of players. Right? So that's where I'm at with it. Like, bruh, pay him the money. Let's cut the shit. Barcelona and Chelsea. Nah, man. We not. Nah, that ain't gonna cut. You looking at Fofana, Cucurella, all these players. And at the end of the day, you've had who come through? Sterling. You got Koulibaly. And you have who else? I think they signed one more person. I don't know who. But in those situations, you were at the forefront of the conversations. Mm. You're not going to play catch up to us. And people think, if you're De Jong, you haven't sold a Conte, you haven't sold a Jorginho. The season is just a little
Kovacic is there as well. Kovacic is there as well.
And Van Gaal has already said that's why Timber didn't show up. He didn't get guaranteed game time. He's already said, if you do not play, I will not choose you. Now, De Jong is the type of talent where, like, yo, those rules are meant to be broken. But I don't even think De Jong wants to be sitting back like, yo, just wait on his opportunity. When he comes into United, he's in the starting 11 off top. And honestly, he might be the de facto captain because I think he's the player that Ten Hag would have the most trust in. So that's my thought. I don't mean to be so long-winded and shit, but those are my thoughts with that one, bro. Like, just pay the money, get him over here. We'll make the shit back in T-shirt sales, pimping out Ronaldo on the block. Like, let's go.
You still gonna find out. Ray Millie says, ManDem, stop looking at the Liverpool blueprint. You have Ten Hag, believe in him. Believe in him. Save trying to be like another team for clubs with no culture like Chelsea. Yeah, well, no, I was just reading out the comment that was dropped. I don't think it would be like Liverpool. Man was just making the point that you can have hard-working players who ain't the most talented, all to fit a system, which I agree. We're not going to follow the Liverpool blueprint in terms of style, but how we are going to follow their blueprint is Ten Hag implementing his style and figuring out who works for it and who doesn't, and then getting more players in. That's what Klopp did. Klopp landed at Liverpool, brought his style, implemented his style, and figured out who's good enough for it and who's not. And we've seen that. This is why Liverpool would go 3-0 up and then draw 3-3, or go 2-0 up and lose 3-2, or go 3-0 up and then lose 4-3, and things like that. He's figured, and that's what Ten Hag needs to do. Find out who's good enough to play my system and who's not. Klopp did that. That's why he got rid of the majority. If you look who's there now and who was there at the start, I think it's just Henderson. I think that's it. And that's what Ten Hag has to do. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I am. Black Diamond says, as I posted on Twitter, and when I say look forward to as well, this is why I'm looking forward to the season. As I posted on Twitter, what the past managers had in common, they all thought they could rise to the top with the Glazers, hiring novice executives in key positions. Ten Hag made the same error. Again, as much as the hierarchy is an issue and having novices in charge, Ten Hag can still be successful here, regardless. I've said this. Mourinho had success here. Van Gaal had success here. Oli should have had success here, because we should have won that Europa League. This game, like, that's how I'm looking at it. Even if we had the best in class, this is City and Liverpool's time. So you just have to sit back and just ride the wave and wait for it to be over. That's all it is, because we're nowhere near them currently as we speak. Even if we had the best in class in charge and we got all of our transfer targets, we're still far, far, far away from Liverpool and Manchester City. We are arguably, I've used this before, the 6th best team in the country. I'm not looking at second and third. I'm looking at, all right, let's get past fifth and fourth. Let's become the 4th best team in the country again. Let's then catch the 3rd best team. And then you build, and then you build. That's why I don't worry about the hierarchy, because you can still be successful with them. And the signings we've made, I like. And we've already seen a difference in preseason in terms of playing style. So you'll get more out of these players. Is it a hindrance? Of course it's a hindrance. Without doubt. Of course it's a hindrance. Yeah, no worries, Eddie. Yeah, of course it's a hindrance, but it's not all doom and gloom. Like, if we don't win the Europa League, it's not on the board. That's on Ten Hag and the players. That's how I'm looking at it. That is not on the board if we don't win the Europa League. Now, where we finish in the league, I can put on the board in terms of incomings, but like in terms of transfers, I can do that because it's longer. But Europa League, like, the team we have currently as constructed is good enough to win that competition. It is. Yeah, Safe. I know you said nothing about copying Klopp. Just stated that he implemented a winning system. Yeah, man, just got it mixed up what you were saying. Not me, but who was it who said that? Ray said it. I think Ray just got it mixed up. I've been right thus far. Proof is in the pudding. Klopp agreed to go because of Michael Edwards' real executives. The thing is, Ten Hag knew all of these things. He knew all of the issues at Manchester United. He's not foolish. He knows all of the problems on the pitch. He knows all the off the field, on the field and off the field. And he still took the job. He's fully aware. Fully aware. That's why I'm like, all right, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Manchester United's season is not dependent on the board. Do they play a part? Of course they play a factor. Every board plays a factor. But this is on the manager, the coaching staff, and the players to do what is required. Because if we win the Europa League, we won't be praising the board. So therefore, if we don't win it, we shouldn't criticize them. You can't have it both ways. Again, put the majority of the blame on Ten Hag, his coaching staff, and the players. Because if we win, they will get the majority of the praise. So that's how it should work. And I use Ronaldo as an example in that as well last season. It's like, people don't want to criticize him when United do poorly. But if we played well and won stuff, he'd get the praise. Save says, Pep and Ten Hag play better football than Klopp with less pressure on the players to press. Yeah, we know that Klopp plays the kick and run stuff. Plays that heavy metal football. We know this. And James, you said it here. Oli got to a semi-final and final. Ten Hag will go and win it, I believe. Like, did Oli not make 4 semi-finals, wasn't it? He made 4 semi-finals or 5 semi-finals and the final. Like, so if he can do that,
with these
Ten Hag should be able to go one step further. Yeah, go on, fam.
No, I was saying he did it with these same players.
Right. Exactly that. We're going to close out the show shortly as well. Yeah, Conte will be hard to beat in the Europa League. You know, yeah, people, anyone who says that just don't know Conte's record in Europe. That's why you laughing, Black Diamond. Smurf says, which position do you feel we can make? I think very best fourth. I think we'll finish in fifth. But the very best fourth, worst case scenario, sixth. If we were to finish sixth, would it surprise me? No. If we were to finish fifth, would it surprise me? No. If we were to finish fourth, would it surprise me? No. Because I don't believe there's a major gulf in class between us and the North London clubs. So we'll finish between 4 and 6. But I think it will be fifth. But again, Europa League people, Thursday nights is where it's at. That's what I'm looking at. Go on, Eddie. Where do you think we'll finish?
Let me be real. Fuck it. I'll take 7th if we win shit.
Yeah, if we win the Europa League, I'll take 7. 100%.
I'll take 7. We get a double out of it, a minor league double, not a big time. Like, we the kings of the doubles and the you know what I'm saying? Like, if we did like Europa, like Jose, Europa FA in the same type of year, I'm here for that.
That's what it is. But all right, people, we're going to close out the show. Don't forget the ManDem United podcast on Thursdays. This will be 5 p.m. going forward, people. 5 p.m. UK time. The only reason why we was late is because technology was playing against me today. But 5 p.m. UK times. Even on Europa League nights, me and Eddie will do this show. You know what I'm saying? And we'll take a break. And then we'll be back with the watch-alongs as well. And speaking of watch-alongs, Premier League season back, people. Premier League season is back. So that means watch-alongs are back on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. We start Friday. With Crystal Palace versus Arsenal, people. That watch along will start 15 minutes before kickoff, 7:45 p.m. All of these are UK times, people. Then Saturday, we're back. Everton versus Chelsea. And because of the Chelsea fans talking shit in the chat earlier on, I'm hoping for an Everton win. Let's go, Super Frankie Lampard. 5:15 p.m. UK time. Let's go. I heard Calvert-Lewin's injured. I don't know who Everton have got. Hopefully, Damari Gray can do a Mazda. So 5:15 p.m. And then Sunday, the big one. Sunday, I'm saying myself, Eddie will probably be here as well. Manchester United versus Brighton. I'm actually, what's your time kickoff is? Let me double check.
2 your time.
Is it 2? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Man has to get up earlier. That's dead. I ain't trying to do that. But we'll be here half an hour before kickoff for Manchester United games, people. Let me just double check that. Can't believe I forgot what time we're at. Hold up. Make sure you hit the like button on this video as well. Share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel. Yes, and Eddie is right. Yes, so we'll be live 1:30 p.m. UK time for Manchester United versus Brighton. Watch along as well. All of these are on the upcoming live stream schedule, people. And don't forget the fan calling shows that will happen on Saturday and Sunday as well. So you lot can give your thoughts on the opening weekend of the Premier League. So obviously the Crystal Palace Arsenal game, the Chelsea, the Everton Chelsea game, Manchester United Brighton game, plus more. Eddie, anything you want to add before we go though?
Nah, if it's not at 60 or 63, let's get it. Let me get 65 before we close out real quick. Appreciate Flawless for the platform to talk my shit, talk crazy. I ain't getting kicked off this joint yet. I don't plan to. And I'll see y'all with the watch-alongs and shit tomorrow and going forward, man. I'm excited. We back, baby.
100%. We back, baby. We are. Don't forget, I'm trying to think what else we got coming up tonight, because I didn't do the Q&A yesterday. You'll get the Q&A, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A tonight, midnight, here on the YouTube channel. I'll be with Rants on his Twitch either 8 or 9 p.m. It's probably 8, but just keep a lookout there. And also as well, I'm back with Matisse, I believe, as well on his Twitch as well, man. And I will try and get pro clubs. I'm going to drop a message in the group chat and see who is about late. But yo, love to everyone who has locked in. Big up to my guy Eddie each and every time. The ManDem United podcast will be back Tuesday, obviously 5:30, myself and Ivory, and then you get it Thursdays 5 p.m. myself and Eddie. But yo, Safe says great show, big up, much appreciated. Ray Millie says big up Flawless and Eddie for sure. Big up you lot, whether we agree or disagree. It's always great conversation. Go on, Eddie, what you say?
Yeah, no, I said appreciate Millie, and I think you was about to say it. Hey, even if we disagree, it's united till death. You dig?
100%. And love to everyone that has locked in. And this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big